I know it was the blood. I know it was the blood. Now I know it was the blood for me. One day when I was lost, God put him on the cross. And I know it was that blood for me. They say it was a rambling word. They say it was a rambling word. They say it was a rambling word for me. Hey, YouTube. Lord have mercy. How y'all doing? How y'all doing, Uncle Tim nephew? Ambrosia? Miss Sherry? Allegedly? Hey, Torrey in New York City. Man, I'm sorry about your town, man. They're trying to turn it out. Torrey, Jesse, have y'all seen the latest post by Sean Bradley? It looks like him and his whole posse have taken off for London, England. They are in Europe. From what I understand, they're going to be in more than one town. Now, we have seen a lot of this activity with Club Chat, or the group that Sean Bradley formed here. They recently moved their whole organization over to Patreon, where I believe they primarily do their content on Patreon now, right? But they have managed to stay together. Now, many of us, we thought that was a very big deal when Ty showed up and took something like 20 people to Atlanta, to Las Vegas, to Florida, and they did those kind of trips, right? Those were sponsored by her. And then we saw Sean Bradley take a group of people. I always say his name. I think he organizes these junkets. But they've been to Chicago. Then just recently, they went to Las Vegas. And right before that, they went on that stupid ass boat ride just to show out. I'm just trying to figure, are these rich people that we're dealing with here? How in the hell? Because what he showed us today, no, ain't nobody jealous of nothing. We're just acknowledging these people have taken a YouTube group and went to all these various cities. Plus, they've been to all of these goddamn islands and all this other shit, right? And Acapulco, or just about any place you can name. Hold on a minute.
Mr. Fogg's Apothecary, and this is the Christ the Redeemer drink. Not mine. Christ the Redeemer. But they got me drinking though. They got me. This is now. What's in this? You say it's Hennessy. Cardi, spice rum, watermelon,
Okay.
blueberry, and strawberry.
So I said all that to say they're sitting in a club in London, England, but he's not sitting there by himself. I see Captivating Christian, who is a part of a lot of these trips, most of them, I think. But there are two tables. They can't even fit the amount of people that are there on one table. They have two booths in this club that I guess they do some kind of drink that they do, and they call it the blood of the Christ. They shouldn't be playing with God, but whatever. It's blood. The drink looks or appears to be blood. It looks like something coming out of a vein, but this is something I guess is similar to a hookah place where people sit and do this drink. But I just think it's extraordinary that these people keep taking all these damn trips. I mean, how many vacations? I'll grant you, it's been a long time since I've been on a job, but how many vacations do you get a year, honey? This is on Friday, so they've been there since Wednesday, Thursday. How many vacations do they get? So I think it's pretty remarkable that they can take these trip after trip after trip. They were just in that Vegas trip. I mean, that was number 3 weeks ago. And just before that, that stupid ass the Jay Wilson. Speaking of Jay Wilson, did y'all see that ridiculous display? Apparently, these panel people over here have had a dance contest, right? We had people like uppity, the Negro Goddess, and people like that. They doing on this dance. I don't know these other characters, but Jay Wilson took his ass over there, making a goddamn fool out of himself. He was dancing to something like "Backing That Ass." What was that song, child? "Backing That Ass Up" or something like that, and just breaking it down in desperation to get this $50. Right? He's so proud. I got 50. I got 50. But Jay Wilson, you are a professor, so you said, and a pastor and a doctor. Shouldn't you be out taking trips to Europe somewhere, girl? You out here scrounging for this goddamn $50, Miss Day, and making a goddamn fool out of yourself. Your body can barely move. Y'all don't believe me. I can feel the Dr. Thomas says, hold on, he twerking? Who said he twerking? Jesse. Is that what you called it, Jesse? Let me see. Where did I see that at? Is it on his page? No, it ain't on his page. Somebody played that bullshit. I can't play the music on here because they'll demonetize me. Anyway, he didn't clear it out the living room, put on his little short pants, girl, and out there breaking it down for 50. Then he over here bragging about, oh, look what I did, look what I did, look what I did. Jay Wilson, we're not impressed, right? It's sad that you are that desperate. Now, we understand that what's the day, 26? You only got a couple more days for that rent due. We do understand that, and this is what you call the push. You got to the push means you got to scrounge up all these pennies, put them together, honey, and try to make that mortgage again, right? So we understand that it's always drama right around the first of the month, honey. But girl, save your dignity. A man your age, you're almost 60 years old. If you're not 60, out here twerking for these children, it's embarrassing. You're bringing shame on the beef sector, shame on your family, shame on your parents. The fuck is this? And he just breaking it down. At one point, he got to drop it to the floor, honey. The motherfucker back almost gave out. He up here competing with uppity Negro goddess. Lord have mercy. So there's several things going on, but I want to give props to Bradley and them. They don't come on here so much anymore, like most of the old heads in the beef sector. But they still come and check in now and again. He says he still watches over here. I don't think it's any, that's not being braggadocious at all. They are doing major things. Those are big things, honey. There are executives that don't take whole groups to London, England, honey. Right? You might take your wife there and your children. Y'all might go to London and Paris and where I think they're going somewhere else. Y'all might do that, but for a YouTube group, I think it's pretty impressive. Now, people work, they make their money, that they have freedom to do what they want to do. I'm just imagining, I'm just surprised that you have so much extra money. God damn, you're taking a trip every other month. But they like to travel. And perhaps that's what holds them together. Perhaps Club Chat, what they have in common is these junkets, these trips, because they have certainly taken a lot of them, honey. Right? I don't even know all the cities they've taken them to. Some of y'all got an attitude with Bradley, but you got to say he does all that and then still able to maintain his home, 6-bedroom house, cars, and all the bills that are associated with life here. That's what you're supposed to do it, Jay Wilson. You're supposed to have enough money to actually live. Because he travels so much, though, because even when he's not traveling with his group for fun, he's still traveling constantly on his job. So we don't know how they arrange that. And he probably has an awful lot of flight miles for himself. But how are you going to take 10, 12, 15 people to London? It's amazing to me. So the people don't want nobody in their business, so they probably won't tell us how they're able to do that. I don't think he has so many miles that he could just take everybody to London, England. And I ain't heard no mention of Miss Ty on no project. No, Tim, who got what? 640. Who got $640,000? Somebody got $640,000? Or are you saying $640? What do you mean? A nail. I think it's a very curious thing. Then you have this other personality, these hucksters, right? I keep telling y'all don't believe me. I said there's similarities between the personality not the financial situation, certainly not, but between these narcissists, right? Jay Wilson and Donald Trump. Now we find out that Donald Trump now he's selling watches now. He done sold Bibles. He has no respect for these crazy ass people, because that group, when I see his crowds, they don't look like no rich people. But he's selling his watch. I guess he got one made, a prototype was $100,000 to buy a watch with Donald Trump's name on it. He's saying this is the best watch ever made, right? Right. How long has Rolex been in business? Petit Philippe. How long has these companies that makes these expensive watches been in company? He been in business 1 week, and now he's saying that he got the greatest watch ever made, honey. Right? He put diamonds on it. So I assume most people are not paying $100,000 for a watch with Donald Trump name on it, when in just less than 2 months, his name not gonna be shit. Correct. But he is convinced that everybody wants his name. This is the same thing he did in real estate. He just starts selling his name. Put my name on it. People are going to come because of my name. So he started franchising his name. And now he's doing things, all these projects, right? They should have dropped him when he starts selling Bibles and putting his name on the damn Holy Bible. And think of all the companies that Donald Trump has ruined. Down through the years, he's been fucking up. Oh, down through the years. Trump steaks. Trump, he put his name on the water. Trump water. Trump classes, girl. Trump college. The fuck you gonna have a college, nigga? You didn't even show up for the college, right? He has those nonprofits, right? He raised money, had people donate for the nonprofit. This is before the presidency. And then he takes the money and get a painting of himself made for his property. Now, if you're a multi-billionaire, why would you have to go and steal these people's little money? Damn, you're supposed to be working for charity, Donald Trump. So there's plenty in the news today. I don't know what that thing is with King Jobs over there. They're saying apparently he actually lost his lawsuit, but we haven't researched that, and we have to hope that is not the truth. Let me see what y'all talking about. Bring him on in Deacon Blaine. Oh, I'm Deacon Blaine now. All right. Over there singing about the blood. Oh, that's what I was showing y'all. They over there singing about the blood, honey. Hold on a minute.
Pound 504, I can't taste the alcohol. That's why I'm gonna be having me fucked up. Like, you're gonna have me fucked up with that. That's nice. No, Miss Hillary, this is alcoholic. My other drink, this one right here was.
See them ladies where they at?
But this one got the alcohol in. Hold on.
Don't you get drunk.
Bloody Mary TC.
Bloody Mary. Don't get drunk, Bradley. You know how you are. You're gonna start talking nasty. Don't get drunk now. He says that he usually don't drink. And he started off with non-alcohol drink. But you know, everybody's not an alcoholic, honey. You can drink if you want to. It's pretty impressive. These are people who love to travel. There's got to be some kind of way they're doing it, though. There's got to be. Those they didn't appear to be wealthy people. And no matter what you say about Bradley, his channel, even though he had a cultivated group and they were more loyal than any other group, he never really was into the begging stuff. I don't remember him begging for money to do this and begging for money. Jay Wilson said we're going on a big, great boat ride. The nigga started begging. He begged for 9 months straight. 9 months straight for a 2-day boat ride. Correct? Which he barely even participated in. It was disgusting. Most recently, the Vegas trip, honey, he only went because he didn't get no money. Right? Oh, I just get here. I decided to go and dance. I just had to get that money. I'm gonna get that. You're competing against uppity Negro goddess. Who else were you competing against, Jay Wilson? Why are you so desperate for a couple of dollars? It is embarrassing, girl. Damn. I felt so bad. Okay. What key we in? Like I would know. I love the blood song, though, honey. It was that blood, baby. So that's pretty. I don't know. I don't know. If I like traveling, I would think that the ultimate trip would be to go to, the standard places, London and Paris and all those kind of places. I've never seen anybody do it in groups like that though. Now maybe they do it all the time. Usually when I see people traveling or whatever, it's just the family, right? Or it's on a business trip or something like that. Or you might take your date to go there. And there are conferences there and things like that, right? But they're not a part of a conference. They're just out on the junket for themselves. Pretty extraordinary. Hmm? Especially when you pay for your own shit. You ain't got to come over here begging people to send you somewhere. I want to have a good time. I want to y'all want me to have a good time. Y'all want me to have a good time. So I got to pay for you to have a good time. If I'm going to pay, shouldn't I be having the good time, girl? Y'all want me to have a drink? Y'all want me to gamble? Y'all want me? Oh, I don't gamble. Can we have our money back then, nigga? We gave you the money to gamble. That's illegal, Jay Wilson. He over there just pissing in his pants because he won a dancing contest against uppity Negro goddess. What's that other woman? Some other, I don't know. Now, what do you mean by the 640? What is that? $6,040? He ain't getting no damn $600. You saying Jay Wilson got $640? What are you saying, girl? I mean, a girl, a boy, I can't tell. Nell could be either way. Nell Taylor? You mean they begged for more money? I thought he got $50. You think that's worth $640? Hell, child, y'all lost your mind. You went crazy. He's not worth 10 cents. That old body could barely even move, honey, crawling around on the ground, making a fool out of yourself. It reminds me of when he was grifting for the cash. Ooh, I don't see them cash apps. Ooh. That placid ass chest, girl. It was horrible, disgusting. We're gonna find out. Them people better not give them $600. That's half that mortgage on that goddamn track house. You can expect him to come up with another scam, child. I'm telling you, every month he comes up short. You got to come up with another scam. Oh, what a wonderful educational system we have. How you doing, St. James? Did you see Jay Wilson over there dancing? Where's he dancing at, child? I don't even remember where I saw it. I don't remember. I play it even though I get demonetized, child. You should have joined them and broke it down, Cruiser. Or you should have joined them in Europe. They having the time of their life, baby. Cruiser, you see how much they travel though? I mean, damn. They just got back from 2 and 3 trips. And if they want to just go be messy, they just show up in the town in Groves, honey. That's pretty grand. Now, granted, everybody don't want to travel, but even the ones who do want to travel, they got to make arrangements with their boss. They got to use their vacation time and all this kind of stuff. People just hop up and go. Hi, Miss Tracy. How you doing? Your boy's over there in Europe, honey. Cruiser, you get them next time. Some things you don't cruise. You got fly over there and take a cruise from all them countries over there, pretty close. I imagine you can get on a boat and go to all of them, different countries. It was Pizzario's live. It was What's Pizzario's live name? Does she have a name? What's the name of her show? Anybody know? That her channel is not called Pizzario. It's called something else. Something Intel or something. Who's in Europe? Sean Bradley and his whole, or a good part of his whole club chat, Tracy. Go to Sean Bradley posted. I think he mentioned this a week or so ago, but they barely come over here. They did. Hopefully they will. They don't like to show off, so they barely show us where they're at and all so forth. But they've been to a lot of countries together. And I know I recognize, I think there's something look like 10 women over there. You imagine you just hop up and go with 10 women plus Captivating Christian, and we don't know who all it was, but I know he was talking at one table, and then he went over to another table. Here's the other ladies, right? They were big, long banquettes kind of thing, like in a club. Oh, is D. Ramsey there? I don't know. I didn't do that much research, Tracy. He just posted it though, Sean Bradley. And he just showed them in the club having these strange drinks. Talking about the blood of Jesus. That ain't the blood of Jesus, honey. That's the blood of that hooch. You boozing it up, baby. See, I don't think Sean likes to be drinking in public because I know he get nasty. He's nasty anyway, but they always are amused by him, so I don't know. But I'm not here to kind of criticize the reader. I think it's pretty impressive myself to do something like that. And even if you do say, well, that's because he travels, he gets all these miles, right? I guess the miles would go to, you don't have to use them for work. He can use them for personal. So he's covered. He can go anywhere he wants to in the world. But he ain't got the kind of coin to be sending no 10 to 15 people across the planet, honey. I think some of the ladies are retirees. So maybe they have the time to do things like that. But there's always been a particularly close group on the beef sector when they were over here. Now it's only Patreon. It's the dance contest video. You didn't tell me what her channel's name is, Tracy. Type in Ms. Bizro. You can see how much I've been over there. I know people wasn't looking too sexy over there. We'll leave it at that. Ms. Lazario. Type in me. I'm gonna see the moves, honey. Show me the moves, honey. And it's spelled why can't people have regular names and shit? They hide their face, they hide the channel, hide the name, everything is hidden. Pizz. Pizz what? ARO. Okay. Conspiracy theory. Y'all saying that they actually gave that boy hundreds of dollars for that? Oh. Let's go to her page. Where we go to our lives? Pop-up dance challenge. Okay. If we're gonna do this, would somebody please consider sending me $10 or so, because they're gonna demonetize his channel. They're gonna demonetize his video, so I don't get nothing, because you gotta have the music. You can't see the dance without the music.
A lot of different dances. I mean, if you could tell me what it is, I could pull it up for you.
Come on, baby, break it down.
I'm gonna. What song is you? The spaceship is rocking today.
I don't see no challenges. All I see is talking.
You're never gonna get it this time. My love, yes, I just to make a change.
Who that is?
Not this time. My love,
ooh, the singing is great. I'll take it off, baby. Okay, that's contestant number 1. Hold on, baby. Hold on. Don't break it down. Don't drop it right now. Hold on. We want to see your competitors. Woo! Give it up, baby. Give it up. Ooh! Ah! God damn. Yada, yada, yada. Ooh! Baby, you got it going on from the front and the back. Wait a minute. That's the one, the uppity Negro goddess. These are the ones competing against Jay Wilson. Hold on, man. They gonna deton it. I ain't getting nothing for this. Please send me a couple dollars, people. Have loving kindness and mercy. I'm trying to find where Jay Wilson broke it down. Uh-oh.
My link is sent for those of y'all that get it, girl. Let's get it, girl. Come on.
I just fucking had it.
Good. Look here.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Come on. I'm spinning around, girl. Ooh, that's the dice turn. Hey, come on, Jay Wilson, break it down, baby. Work it off of that 50, bitch. Pick up the money, motherfucker. Oh, Woo, Bounce some titties. Ow. Look at this fool. What, you marching, bitch? Swing it to the side, baby. No. You mixing up everything. Come on, girl. Ow. And that nigga is working for them. He working for them coins. People, if y'all's job is not paying you enough to pay your bills, if your job is not paying you, get either another job or move out of your place. Okay? It doesn't make no damn sense that a grown ass senior citizen is out here twerking and trying to break it down. The damn body parts barely even move, honey. But she was determined. But we saw what kind of competition she had, right? So she is so proud that she won. I won the contest. You should have took your top off, Jay Wilson, and see them titties, girl. You could have been better with the topless routine, honey. Couldn't tell him shit, honey. He was breaking it down, baby. It takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two. And then give you a little booty shot. It takes two. Anyway, child. So that was the big contest that they won. I know good and they won. I gave him $600 for that, child. Oh, thank you. That paid the bill, baby. I don't know why they always get me though. Anytime I play anything, even when I take the dog to the park, if the goddamn music is playing in the background, they demonetize that, huh? Thank y'all. What is this? Shimmy and shake. Pitiful. Just pitiful. Ooh, that's two. My favorite sound. Jay Wilson, shouldn't you be the one out there traveling? Shouldn't you be the one, honey, with the fantastic job, girl? Since you are all these titles and stuff, and you have all these degrees and all this motherfucking 30 years worth of being in school and all that kind of stuff. Really, what I'm waiting for, Jay Wilson, I want you to come here and break down how long you spent with each class, girl. How long was each class? How long did it take you to get it? I want to see the breakdown, girl, because it seems to me that you wasted an awful lot of time in your life, right? Hey, thank you, Leslie Cornish. Leslie Cornish. Number one, look at that little doll over there. Hold on a minute. What was I check? Oh, I got to make sure I'm check the people. Say thank you to the peoples, honey. Y'all gonna buy your Trump watch? They say you can get you a one that's not gold for with the fake diamonds for $500. You can get one for $500, honey. Oh, that's more information for Jay Wilson asking people to sponsor. Oh, they were. Oh, he at the end of the video, he was asking them to sponsor his plane. Pitiful. No shame at all, honey. That's what happens when you're raised in squalor. You're raised in a trailer like that. This boy has spent his whole life begging, honey. I'm not lying to you. He wanted. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Thank you, Jesse. And Lisa. Oh, thank you, Lisa. I appreciate it. I do my best, Jesse. He wants to take a plane trip. Wait a minute. But he don't even want to pay for the plane trip, right? First, I told you he's just like Donald Trump. He come over here selling all this junk, the Trump peddles to people. He wants them to pay for that. He didn't come back and ask him for $500 for a stupid ass watch. And there are some people so dumb, live out in them goddamn country towns, some goddamn where they think they're being patriotic. Look, I got the Trump watch. Right on, stay strong. Stupid ass girl. And he don't mind taking advantage of people. That's just like Jay Wilson. Didn't even have the balls to confess that, listen, only reason I backed out of Vegas and left y'all hanging and left y'all in that hot ass Vegas by yourself is because you didn't give me any money, even though I claimed that 40 something people had signed up for the thing. Actually, it was more like 2, right? Oh, what a tangle web we weave, or you weave. I don't weave that kind of shit. When first you practice to deceive, he does the same shit as Trump does, honey. All this hype. Oh, our trip was great. It was wonderful. Oh, nobody had to pay for their food. No, somebody paid for it, bitch, and it wasn't you. Correct? So now you saying the only way you're going to travel to go to, this is a grown ass 50, almost 60-year-old man driving around with his big ass jersey on. Oh, I don't put the green and gold. The green and gold. I want to go. I don't want to pay for the ride. If y'all want me to go, y'all can pay for this thing. You look like a goddamn fool. Them places, those stadiums are full of young people, honey. The alumni, they send a check. How much have you sent to people to support them, Jay Wilson? We very well aware of the fact you came on here talking about how you going to raise money for SBCUs, correct? Then somebody asked you, well, what SBCU are raising money for, Jay Wilson? We supposed to send you money and you're going to send it to the school. Why don't we just send it to the school? No, send it to me. Send it to me. I said, well, Jay Wilson, what schools are they? Oh, all of them. Really? So you're going to collect enough money from Cash App to send money to each one of the HBCUs in America? How much they going to get each, Jay Wilson? You lying piece of shit. You wanted that money because that damn mortgage was coming up, girl. Just like it is coming right now. No, I don't know how much you got from that little junket over there. I would hope that those people are not so stupid. They would actually give you hundreds of dollars. But even if it was just 50, you got to come up with another scheme and scam, right? But remember, because there's 2 mortgages. There's the first and the second. You got to take care of both of those. And you're going to have to start doing something about the HOA, right? I don't ever dox anybody. I've never doxed anybody in my life, honey. But it's so tempting to go over there and find out how far you are behind. Correct. Put you back in your place. Hi, Miss Piggy. I ain't seen you in a while, Miss Piggy. Tim is H. Okay, I know I got it wrong. I don't know why I've been getting that shit wrong for 30 years. It's HBCU. What is that? I thought it was traditionally black colleges. Not SBCU. Okay, I'm sorry, Elaine. Oh, that's where I saw that thing at. Yeah, somebody sent me that goddamn video, child. So it is a separate video somewhere. HBCUs, right? I ain't got no problem with, regardless of what anybody said, I ain't got no problem with people who are educated, who people who go to college and all that. It's just that I don't have any history with that at all. I never even thought about it. I mean, I've been dyslexic my whole life. So for me, being dyslexic, college was a non-issue. My sisters went, right? But they didn't have that, what I had. So yeah, I'm just becoming aware of the language. Plus, I get words wrong all the time. Donald Trump is not the only one getting old. You put up a pic of Jay Wilson, dad house. You have doxed. I ain't doxed that motherfucker. I put up a picture of it because somebody sent it to him in my email. Is that doxing? I didn't go looking for the information. I sure didn't Google it. When Jay Wilson was talking so much shit about people's living conditions, when he was showing other people's, are you going to forget that he showed pictures of Deanna Irving's former houses, former residence, right? And then he would come on here bragging about how wonderful the trailer was. So yes, somebody circulated the picture, and I circulated. I just posted it up, just like he was posting it up, honey. I think when you doxing people, you're going out and finding information. Correct? You're looking them up. You're Googling their last residence. You're Googling their court cases. You're Googling. I don't do all that. But what I said was, it is so tempting. After I saw the job that they did on him a few months ago, I said, well, damn, you mean all that stuff is out there? We could finally shut him the fuck up. Correct? It's just when you make your life out of brag. Why brag? What are you bragging about? He came on here today and he made a whole video criticizing Rico, Rico's relationship, Rico's apartment, Rico's asshole, I guess, child, telling Rico what he's supposed to do. Grown men do not need no damn advice from no damn Jay Wilson. We all do what the fuck we want to do, Jay Wilson. Nobody asks you for your goddamn input, girl. Right? And that's why you wonder why people fuck with you. I got no problem with it, Miss Thing. Well, you got another problem with Rico? You want to tell Rico you getting them services. You getting them services. What, Miss Thing? Rico is getting services because he's an American citizen, girl. And if he is eligible for those services, why wouldn't he get them? He moved to New York City on his own, girl. Not many people can do it. You couldn't do it, bitch. Correct? So if he can, whatever he gets is his business. Stop worrying about other people's business, about their finances, girl. Always trying to put like you got it going on. And so when we find out you ain't got it going on, girl, but you certainly should have it going on, Miss Thing. If you bragging about all these, you got 5 and 6 and 8, 9 degrees, girl. Correct? You don't have no language of nobody with any kind of education at all. It makes it suspect. But it all starts because of your constant bragging. Correct? Now, why are you fucking with that boy again? Excuse me, Rico, that man again. I was happy to see him. Right? Oh, Rico, you're wasting your life. You about to get out there. The government's going to close down. You won't get, you are jealous of people who get benefits. Now, some people would say, well, Timothy Blaine, that don't make sense. Why would he be jealous of somebody on SSI, somebody jealous on Section 8? Or what? Why would he be jealous? Honey, when you are a jealous person, you are jealous of everything and anything. What would be your obsession with what money somebody else gets? Why would that even be interesting to you? Correct? Because you're a jealous bitch, right? Leave these young people alone. Let them live their lives, honey. Nobody want your goddamn advice. And it's all the criticism. You ain't trying to help Rico. You're trying to find somebody you can talk about, bitch, to make your ass feel like you're not a goddamn fool for sitting over in that track house, bitch, just paying bills. Paying bills for a house nobody even sees. No children, nobody lives in the house. You didn't even go down there and pick up your daddy in his reclining years. You should have moved your daddy in since you got a big empty ass house in Texas, girl. Correct? Ain't nobody occupying none of the rooms, girl. Why don't you do the right thing? I mean, he was just going off and letting Rico have it. I said, what's wrong with him, child? What is wrong with this motherfucker? This is what you call an asshole. Hold on, man. Hold on. A little while longer. Hold on. Okay, let's go. You gotta put all this shit in to get to this nigga's name. Jay Wilson. You keep saying that your character came out at 50 years old, right? Your character is your character. You're a separate person from your character, right? So is your character this character? You say Jay Wilson. You lived on Wilson Street, and your first name is James. So I don't know the level of creativity. That's the best you can come up with. Anyway, hold on, man. Could you please drop this doctor shit? Since you say that your character is a separate person from your real life, you always talk about you got so much going on in your real life. When? You're in that car at 4:30 in the morning picking up people at the airport, girl. You spend your ass here, girl, all through the day. Every time you get a 15-minute break, you're making videos, girl. And then you go to whatever temporary assignment you got, girl. So when do you have to have all these friends? In my real life, I got friends in my real. You're saying you have shit, Jay Wilson, and you're not a doctor. So Jay Wilson is not a doctor, correct? And Jay Wilson is also not a pastor. As a matter of fact, Jay Wilson and James Wilcox are neither one of them are pastors. So why are you running around talking about you a pastor, right? And why do you have these stupid ass people over talking about, hi, pastor, I want to ask a question, pastor, correct? Because this is the only place you could ever be a pastor, girl. This is the only place anybody would ever call you a doctor. But really, you're breaking the law because you're saying that you're a doctor and you're not a doctor. Jay Wilson is not a doctor.
Now,
oh, Lord, you popped up.
Y'all catch that? Oh, he's trying to sing now, and he's trying to be the comedian. Tim, stick to.
Where'd this come from?
Singing is not you, boo.
Wait a minute.
It's not you. That's not your calling.
Look at this.
I know that,
the thing started talking on his own, and it came up LOL Tim. How the fuck that happened? Is that from today?
Y'all still with me?
No, we're not with you, bitch. Nobody's with your ass. That's a weird thing. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit said something with that, honey. Oh, she on right now talking about me? Oh, you a bold bitch. I guess I got my material for later on tonight or tomorrow. Oh, she's on right. Okay. Jay Wilson is on right now, live, and her name of her title is Tim. She don't learn very easily. Let's see what you got to say.
I'm going to talk about Grandpa today because Grandpa is very upset for some reason. It is very sad. It is very sad. What's up, Treasure? I am back. I went to go listen to a little Shaky T, and I had to turn it off again. It's all about me. And let me say this to Tim. First of all, a man who pays rent, something that never read someone who pays a mortgage.
What?
Never read. And if you must know, my mortgage is paid this month. Because unlike you, I actually work and bring in revenue that is
where you work
not
at?
Built on the government. And you can't say the same. And it's sad that you are.
Miss Thing, I saw the paperwork, girl. You have a HOA loan. You have a HUD house. You live in a HUD house, Miss Thing. You are getting government assistance, or you wouldn't even be in this house, right? And you think a man is less than a man if he pays rent and is supposed to pay? Miss Thing, being a man means taking care of your responsibilities. Pay your goddamn bills, bitch. Correct? You're always worried about how, they got this from another group. Oh, they only work part-time. Oh, Rico, you don't got to wash pots. You can go to a trade school. Miss Thing, taking care of your responsibilities. That's what I do. That's why I don't worry about bitches like you, Miss Thing. But we want to hear some more of this, girl. We done stumbled into something. Hold on a minute. You had the nerve to bring your stinking ass back over here? Let's punish you some more.
Up in age, and you're still doing this. It doesn't bother me, though. I just think it's funny. I hope it's not jealousy, because people use that word a lot. But you're bitter.
I am.
You are really bitter. And the sad part about it is I got shorts that I can wear, and the people pretty much enjoyed it.
I thought you didn't watch my videos.
Because if the people didn't think it was worth the entertainment, I wouldn't have won. And that's the whole thing. And not only did I win $100, I want to thank somebody sent another $100, so it has made it up now to $850. Hopefully we can get into.
I'm your private dancer, a dancer for money. Do what you want me to do. Just your private dancer. A dancer for money, and any old music will do. Gonna make a million cash apps. Gonna pay this house off someday. All the men come in these places, and the men are all the same. I'm your private dance. So you dance for money, huh? And now you're giving us the amount. You're proud of that.
And so I think
look at that. The damn computer don't even work, but she can't stop making videos.
And show they let those who can't stand a death with a hard belly and be mad about it. So again, ain't no man who living on government subsidies. If they take the government subsidies away, he could not live in the city that he is in and sit here and talk about somebody.
A person who is on Social Security, they don't take their payments away. When you call the Social Security office, they want to know the birthday of the person you're talking about. If the person is 65 years old, they certainly have security. That's why they call it Social Security. It is that security is in the name. But when you go down to that goddamn temporary places you go to, girl, they could fire you just like that, this thing. I am so much more secure than you, right? My housing is more secure than you, right? My income is more secure to you, though you don't know what the fuck my income is, bitch. I've never been accused of being a dumb person. I seem to maintain my life, sissy, right? So you go all the way right back to the same thing. Oh, you renting. Oh, I got the hail. I got the hail. Mistake. You had to come out here and shake your ass to make this goddamn next payment, mistake. It ain't already paid, bitch. The first ain't here. They don't even want the money before then, girl. But when you come, you got to come correct. Jay Wilson. It's strange to me. There's someone from your background in particular. Someone from your background is constantly worrying about government assistance, girl. Why is that even a subject? They just keep on saying, I'm a lazy woman and don't love my dog. I must divorce him, cut all ties with him. It's a hard sacrifice. Not being able to love Squeenie, but society gave me no choice. I had to silence my voice in order to stay on the welfare. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm trying to prove my equal. Nigga, stupid ass nigga. How old is your daddy? Just curious. You say your brothers are 20 years older than you. So how old are they? Your aunties, how old are they? What kind of fool is not getting their Social Security if they are the appropriate age? After all, we have to consider they've been paying into Social Security since they were little pickaninnies. Correct, Jay Wilson? Correct? So you came to the government going to close. That's why I think you're a closet Donald Trump supporter, because you have so much in common with him. Correct? But you always have to go back to the same thing, Jay Wilson. Do I look like I'm uncomfortable to you? You certainly look uncomfortable, bitch. Anytime you can't even go to the 7-Eleven store, bitch, without making a video in your car, even though the sound is cracking up and everybody's telling you, oh, we can't hear, we can't see, and you keep on going, try to cross that hour mark, girl, right? You go home and stay, and you sit down and you stuff a sandwich in your face, and then you come right back on, girl, to make another video. Why? Because you need the money, Miss Day, right? You keep talking about you got a job. Well, what is the job? Just tell us. What's wrong? If you're going to brag about having a job, you should have to brag also about what the job is, or don't talk about your job, girl. I don't know why you think it's such a big, huge thing that you have a job, bitch. I had a job too. How do you want to know about that? Since you seem to know all the details of my life, Miss Thing, I'm not going to be humiliated by a punk like you, Jay Wilson. I'm too old. I'm too smart, Miss Thing. You could try to go over here and fuck with Rico and the goddamn uppity goddess and all these goddamn people and try to convince them that you're doing so well, Miss Thing, and they're doing so bad and they need to do this and I don't need to do a goddamn thing. Nothing, bitch. If I wake up in the morning, if I want to soak my feet in Epsom salt, bitch, that's what I do. I don't owe nobody a goddamn thing. I do whatever the fuck I want to do. Correct? Can you? You better get that punk ass up there at 4:30 in the morning, girl, and pick them white people up from the airport. That's what you do, nigga. Let's see if she got another golden nugget for me. Mm-hmm. Let's see what else she has to say. She's making it right now, girl.
Somebody who works on a daily, on a consistent, and pays his mortgage.
Mm-hmm.
Can't read, man.
I can't.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
And so my thing is, Tim, I challenge you. Mm-hmm. Since you're such a critic of everyone, you get on the dance floor. You show us what you got.
Nigga. What is it about me? What is it something in my face that tells you that I would, first of all, take a challenge from your punk ass? Secondly, that I would go and wiggle in my ass. Girl, I'm almost 70 years old. Wiggling my ass to try to get a couple of dollars, girl. I love they got 100. They're going to get 120. They're just big. You think it's something to be proud of, girl? No, I'm not in the situation, Jay Wilson, where I have to do anything for $1. They used to do the crackheads like that. Take your clothes off, run across the street, I give you $10. And they just do it because they're so desperate to get drugs. I'm not in that position, Jay Wilson. It is pitiful that you obviously are. You are. Everything you see, you kind of jump on, Miss Thing, to try to get $1, girl. Give me a nickel. Give me a dime. You got to cool down. Girl, I'm out here trying to make it. Woman, can't you see? I'm trying to make it for you. I got to make it for me. Girl, sometimes it seems that I'm neglecting you. I love to spend more time, but I got so many things to do. Oh, I got work to do. I got a job, baby. Said I got work to do. Work. This thing, you think people are not working towards their retirement? There are so many people on the job because they have to be there, girl, right? They're just doing their time. And then when it's over, Jay Wilson. You're the only one who wants to make it a shameful thing, right? Why do you keep calling Social Security government assistance? Why do you mix that? You mix everything up with government assistance, right? And I don't hate to keep harping on the same thing, girl, but we all know it's about that goddamn pitiful ass trailer where you had 11 people living in a goddamn room smaller than this goddamn room right here, girl. 11 people, Miss Thing. You'll never get past that, sissy. So why would a person like that be constantly talking about? When I confronted him about the trailer, what about the trailer? I said, Jay Wilson, was it fun, the trailer? First thing pop out his mouth. Oh, it was great. It was wonderful. No free lunches. We got no free lunches. How much is a free lunch, girl? I mean, how much is a lunch? Your mama put a sandwich. What she put? Peanut butter and jelly. She put a peanut butter jelly and an apple. How much was that, Jay Wilson, that you were doing so well? You're clothed in shame, right? You say you don't watch my videos, and yet you're over here responding to it now, right? Because you think in your foolish mind that, listen, I'm going to go over there, I'm going to talk about him. I'm going to get him. No, Miss Thing, what you're going to do is you're going to ignite my next 50 videos talking about your punk ass, girl, right? Because I love it, actually. I enjoy it, right? Because you're such an asshole. Just like you see people, when you turn on the computer and you see 100 people reporting on Donald Trump, and it's all negative. Anything he says is all that, girl, is because we can't stand his punk ass, girl. Just like we feel about you. Correct, Jay Wilson? How y'all doing? How y'all doing today? Mm-mm. Of course, his father gets Social Security. Girl, everybody I know. When I go to church, I like to go to my church. Everybody who's able to get Social Security, 65, honey. Some people have made it to 67 years old. They're all on Social Security. That's why a big part of what they discuss in the government is about Social Security, right? That's why when you get your paycheck and you open it up and you'll say, damn, they're taking a third of my check. Part of it's taxes, girl, right? And part of it, what's it called? FICA and Social Security. And social is a goddamn security, right? That's why you're working your ass off, correct? But only him. Oh, it's government assistant. But then you don't make any mention at all to all these degrees you got, bitch. Unless you're a very wealthy person, a college degree is something like $90,000 to $100,000. So how in the fuck you got 5 of them, girl, without no public assistance? You came on here and said you're going to be a mortician, right? Oh, I got to check the financial situation. I got to check the finances. You want to go over there, you're going to beg them people to give you more money. And I would venture to say you have not paid back any of that money. You ain't paid back a goddamn thing, bitch. Correct, Jay Wilson? Why are you worrying about the public assistance? And we can look up that. Matter of fact, I ain't got to do all that. I can just go back to the person who originally posted it and see the paperwork on your house and see that is a housing urban development. That's who gave you the loan for that house, girl. Correct? That is definitely public assistance, girl. HUD and Section 8 are in the same building. As a matter of fact, they're right across the hall from each other, girl. And guess what they are? They are public assistance. Now you think it's horrible, right? Because you got, I don't know if your dad was beating you in the head with bricks or what the fuck your problem is with all this government assistance shit, right? But isn't Kamala Harris now running, part of what she's running on, girl, is helping people with their down payment on their house? Won't that be government assistance? I mean, I'm just saying, are you going to refuse the $25,000, girl, to get a house? Haven't they been struggling, girl, to get all these debts canceled, the school debts cut for people who are still paying off their loans and all that? Isn't that government assistance? I mean, why do we have a government? Are we just donating to them? Dumbass, correct? People want to go into business, right? And they're offering to help them go into business and giving them $50,000. Isn't she running on this? This woman is about to be the president of the United States. I think if it was such a horrible thing to get the government assistance, I don't think she'd be running on it, girl. Correct? Correct? Am I right or am I wrong, Jay Wilson? Stupid ass. You were so dumb that when they kicked your ass off of that school program, you said you were a dean of a online school, girl. You didn't say it was online. You said you just a dean of the school, right? You buy the goddamn house on paperwork, right? A year later, your ass is fired again, like you've been fired your whole goddamn life. Oh, Lord. Like you've been fired your whole mother. I can't do it. My dog's gonna start screaming in a minute. Hold on a minute, people. Hold on. A little while. We're gonna finish him off in a minute, honey. It's gonna be a big climax. Hold on a minute. Okay, baby, come on. Let me get back. Let me get back. Ding dong. People, I don't know what happened to that boy or how he gets on this thing where he's always competing with other people and all this. I don't know if he was a little pickaninny doing this shit back when he was a child, honey. I always, oh, my house bigger than your house. Your house bigger than somebody's. You live in the goddamn trailer house, honey. And you wouldn't ashamed, but you wouldn't come back here talking about, oh, I left when I was 5 years. I left when I was 5 years old. Oh, I was 5. Right. Just like you came out when you was 20, Miss Thing. All these changing stories, girl. And you feel like you have to compete with everybody, Miss Thing. It's so disgusting. The way you talked to Rio this morning, I thought it was disgusting, girl. If I was in your town, I would have socked you right in your goddamn cranium, bitch. I said, don't talk to that man like that, you disrespectful bitch. Correct? Oh, you've already get the public assistance. You're a jealous person, right? And you're jealous of anything anybody else gets. Anytime somebody dates somebody, oh, it's not real love. It's not real love. Keep your business and keep your business to yourself. Oh, this thing, you got something to say about everybody's relationship. You got something to say about every goddamn thing, girl. Let me catch my thought. You have something to say about every single person in this beef sector. My suggestion to you, since you're a highfalutin girl and you're a super educated and you got a hail, why don't you take your bald-headed black ass over there with other people who got a hail? Because there are a lot of shallow assholes, girl. That's all that means to them, right? Because they're born in poverty, girl. You were born in extreme poverty, Miss Thing. So having a house is everything to you, right? You can find other people. There are other people like you. There are other people like Donald Trump. Other people like Wiley. Y'all can all get together, girl, and go over and say, oh, it's wonderful. It's fabulous. Oh, no. Everything was great. Everything was wonderful. Oh, can I have $1? Give me a nickel. Give me a dime. This motherfucker says he's a billionaire, and he's still over here, girl, selling shit. Anything you can think of, he wants to sell it. See, it's deep what you are, Jay Wilson. Mm-hmm. Who said something about Al Green? What's going on? What the hell? A HUD house, honey. That's what you get. That, ladies, if y'all got children, go get you a hood house, because that's what it's for, really. I was raised in a hood house. I know exactly what it is, honey. That nigga he ain't did shit. He always hollering about public assistance, but yet he is the one who cheated the government out of all this stupid ass education. But this education that keeps claiming to have is bullshit. It's just being on the job and say, well, we need you to complete this program. Okay, after work, could you go down for an hour or whatever? And that's all it is, girl. Everywhere he go, he picks up a little from living for 50 or 100 years, girl. Right? He ain't got no education. Not anything that means any goddamn thing. Correct? Nothing. So why are you talking about it? Let me see it. Got me a closing statement here. Hold on a minute. This bitch, we're gonna made a video. You got a lot of nerve, boy. I'll say that for you.
Still waiting for you to bite that damn candy apple. I'm still waiting for you to chew that hard candy in front of us.
Why?
On the camera. That's
Why?
what I want you to do.
Why?
I just think it's very funny that an individual like you just hate everybody.
No, I don't hate nobody but you.
You don't like Properly Bonafide.
Mr. Thing, you say I hate everybody. I don't hate nobody but you. I've made over 300 videos about you, Jay Wilson. It ain't got a goddamn thing to do with nobody else, girl. Why are you talking about, oh, do you hate everybody? Because you can't accept this responsibility. I can't stand your punk ass. And you know why? Because early on, I identified what an asshole you were, right? And you know, and I know that you are stupid. And you don't like it because you know that I know that you're stupid. I mean, I'll just keep saying the same thing. I know it, right? This boy is fronting. So when you say you was a pastor, I said, he's fronting, honey. That's a fake person, correct? Very annoying. So now you want to try to bring somebody else's name in here. You're not on my level, boy.
Because she's confident who she is, and because she has taken the focus on her life to get her education and pursue something.
Are y'all friends?
And see, Tim, this is a personal journey. It has nothing to do with you. Somebody's degree is not your issue. It was never your journey in the first place.
Go on.
Until you can really know the journey of home ownership, you can never talk to me about it.
Everybody think about no damn home ownership, dumb bitch. Mistake. Ain't nobody thinking about no goddamn home ownership, mistake. I keep telling you the same thing hundreds of times, girl. I do not have children. I do not have a family, girl. I am a gay man living in the gay mecca of the world, girl, in San Francisco, California. I don't know that. Who am I supposed to be competing with, girl? I don't understand when you keep thinking somebody wants these get the hail, because that's all you motherfuckers thought about in the trailer, girl. I just want to have. I just want to walk around. Look at me, mama. Look at me. I'm walking around. I ain't got no shoes on, mama. You think everybody is obsessed with buying a house? It's never been my dream, girl. Do you know what a house costs in San Francisco? Even a raggedy house, girl. A raggedy house is almost $2 million, girl. So if I wanted to have a hail, I doubt that the place I would choose to spend my life would be San Francisco, California, or Los Angeles, California. Why would I move there when I know there's no possibility of me getting a hail? You want a hail? You say, no, girl. If that were my dreams thing, I would have kept my black ass in Indiana, right? But I have a huge family, girl, right? And we move. We move it. Every time I go back there, girl, everybody who grown lives in houses. And yes, we would have been helping each other. But I had no desire for that life. Why? Because I didn't fit in that life, girl, right? I don't want to just go to the suburb and just live in a house. For what? Why would I do that? Right? You're only telling us how poor and pathetic you are, Jay Wilson. You're going to work to your ass at 90 years old, girl, and you'll never pay that house off. Never. And as the man told you yesterday, Gary, he says, and you can't leave it until you pay the HOA, girl. You can't get caught up on the HOA because you got to pay the mortgage, girl. You can't pay the mortgage, the bullshit ass HUD mortgage. Plus, when you got the second mortgage within 2 years, girl, you can't pay that and the HOA. So you choose to ignore the HOA because you're so dumb. Correct? And at some point, them people going to say, okay, that's it. That's enough. Here's the court date. How y'all doing today? Mm. So he thinks, girl, I don't know what's wrong with that fool. He's jealous because I'm on Social Security. Baby, you think, oh, how can you be jealous? Yes, you can be jealous of that girl. You can be jealous when I can sit on my ass, Miss Thing. My life is fine. You got to get your ass out there grinding day and night, Miss Thing, for the next at least 15 years. For the next 15 years, you got no 401k. You have got no work. What do you call that? Whatever. When they give you money, no pension. You got nothing. You have no work history. You're always starting a job, girl. I can get a job. I can get this thing. Nobody gives a fuck when you can get a job, girl. You're working for a temporary agency. We heard what the white woman said. Oh, he works for an agency. Well, you've never even mentioned the agency, Jay Wilson. Why didn't you ever even mention I work for an agency? See, I'm an honest person. I got no problem. If I work for a temp agency, that's what I do, girl. Correct? Early on, people found out that you was driving that goddamn Uber cab, girl, and trying to rent rooms, honey. And nobody wanted to rent your goddamn room, right? Because they said, well, the reason why we wanted to rent Airbnb is because we have our family coming to San Antonio for a vacation or whatever. And so we want to rent a house. Very few people want to rent a little small room in the back of a house with some old sissy downstairs, girl. Some old punk. Every time they come out their room, they got to see him, girl. Or they're confined to a little bedroom in somebody else's house way out in the goddamn suburb. Nobody wanted the Jay Wilson. Nobody, honey. Right? So then you have to come up with some other scheme. And then you say, well, these people on YouTube, they're so dumb. I can just run scam after scam after scam on them, honey. They don't care. Now you want people to pay for your goddamn, so you can go and say, yeah, for the green and gold. Yeah, for the green and gold. Up there, an old man in the stands. Yeah, for the green and gold. And you want them to pay for it. That is pitiful. Did Sean Bradley come and tell us that he wants to go to Europe? He wants us to pay for 15 people to go to Europe? I'm just saying, he's a grown-ass man. He got up and did what he wanted to do. Can you do that? Do you ever do that, girl? Is everything for a nickel and a dime? Everything you got to beg for. Back to begging. Now you're over quoting all these numbers he got for this pitiful ass. How long does it take to do a dance record when one record plays? Is that 2 minutes? 2 minutes, and you think these people are supposed to break themselves for that? And particularly when this old fool whose body would barely even move, girl.
Tim is not happy with his life. He's not happy because of his decision.
What decision?
And again,
what decision? Nigga. I am what you call a creative. My brain works different than a lot of people. There are people who are creative, and there are people who are intellectual. There are people who are all different kinds of people. But I enjoy who I am, bitch. And I have the luxury of not having to go and grind for it. Correct? I can do whatever I want to do. If I want to write, I can write, girl. If I want to go and decorate, I can do that. I can do it for myself, for my friends, anybody who asks me, girl. Why? Because that's what I like to do, Jay Wilson. Correct? I mean, I'm just saying, I don't see any signs of you being a creative person. You came on here and lied and told these people that they were paying you $200 and $300 to sing a song in the church, right? And then we discovered, oh, he ain't been paid to sing. He can't sing. How in the hell are you going to get paid as a singer and he can't sing? No, that was another fabrication, Jay Wilson. You're a church musician. You come in, you pay the Hammond B3. That's it. And they pay you for that, like most churches do, girl. Correct? 2 songs. But you come out and you're bragging about how much money I got from them. They gave me, so you don't even honor your relationship with God. It means nothing to you, girl. All it means is a way to get some money. So I'm sure you were devastated when you tricked your way through seminary and found out that, oh, there's no place for me here. Correct? No one's hired you. You're not associate pastor. You're not deacon. You're not shit. You can't be a deacon because you're not going to do anything for free. As you said hundreds of times, right? It's all about a coin, right? But nobody wanted you, Jay Wilson. Not only because you're a queen, but because you're useless, right? You don't have any passion. You don't have the heart of a servant. If a person like Rico, instead of picking on him constantly, every opportunity, trying to make him feel bad, if you had any kind of a ministerial mind or if you were a person with a heart who gave a fuck about people, you wouldn't be trying to push all these people down. You would be trying to build them up. It would be in your nature to do this, correct? But it's not, demon. All righty then. Did he finish up? Let me see. Let me make sure, so I ain't got to come back on here, girl. Let me make sure nigga got me in overtime.
And what I have going on.
We're hearing this together.
Going on with. Hey, thank you. I want to thank, I think it was Steve Fame for that old nasty piece of coin. Y'all keep on blessing me, and I thank you. Uppity, I hope you got your coin, girl. So, yeah. And again, nobody went bragging. Nobody went bragging. I meant what I said. I knew I could win. And that's why I got up and do. And see, when you don't have that confidence, you think that everybody else is being braggadocious or being arrogant, and it's not. And I said, I know I'm not the best dancer. I know I'm not an Alvin Elder dancer, but that night I knew I could win.
Against Uppity Negro Goddess, wait a minute. Against Uppity Negro Goddess, and then you come over here talking about, I was going to send you $5, Uppity. Make sure that I had the right address. Oh, no, you send me a request, and then I can send you the $5. Don't send her $5. You just said you made hundreds of dollars there. If you're both competing, why would you insult her by sending her $5? Right? She don't need your goddamn $5. No, send me $50, nigga. Pitiful ass sissy. Come on, finish up.
My confidence turn you aside and make you feel
no, yours nor Donald Trump's.
Because it don't make me feel how you feel some kind of way. It don't make no difference. And watch you day in and day out. And the only thing you can do is ridicule somebody. I have not heard you praise anybody. I have not heard you give anybody props.
I just did Sean Bradley
like that for anybody on the beach sector. The only thing that you gave props to is a young man getting on the system. You praised him for getting on the system, like yourself. And I think probably Volstar brought that out because it seems like.
Miss Thing, you say that I praise Rico for getting on the system. Rico had a disability which allowed him to get off the street. See, you don't want him to be on the street. You and that stump creature, you would prefer Rico to be drunk on a park bench some goddamn where, right? Correct? I said, oh no, Rico. I've been through the system. I know what it is. You have a disability? Yeah, because I want to see him off the street. Every person I pass on the street, Jay Wilson, every person with dirty feet and no shoes and all that, I want to see him off the street, Jay Wilson. You said, oh, don't take all that government assistance. That government assistance. Get you out there. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. This thing, he wasn't not in a position to pull himself up by his bootstraps. But Rico has been housed for the last, a year and a half, 2 years? He has been housed for the last 2 years, girl, right? It seems to be working for him, correct? But you don't have any concern with that. You're trying to prove that he's a worthless piece of shit like you, because that's how you feel on the inside. All right, people. Thank y'all for coming in. This thing went on 15 minutes. I can't torture y'all with 15 minutes of it. But if I have a reason to come back, I will. Let me see if y'all I missed anything. Hey, Prima Wanda, did I speak? You know that boy get me going, girl. You would rather set your money on fire than give it to Trump. It's basically the same kind of character, honey. They're both grifters. It don't make no difference if he had $100 billion. You still be begging and selling shit, right? Surely Miss Trump has enough money in her coffers from all them poor white people she's been ripping off, girl. That she ain't got to come on here selling watches now, selling Bibles, selling tennis shoes. She got 2 different brands tennis shoes. And they say when you go to her website, she has over 30 different products. She has cards with her name on them. Oh, you can buy a card with my name on it, right? Who's that sound like? Was he dancing on his channel? They say it was on that woman's channel. I didn't even shave today. I got to go get me something to eat, baby. It's on now. Why would he drag his ass out there, girl? He clicked his TV on. He saw that woman over there with that big booty. He said, "Oh, I can go over there. I can get that money. I can get that money." And he began to make a fool out of himself, right? As usual, any way he can grab a dime, a nickel, correct? You're a bad example, Jay Wilson. You're a bad example for young people, because I'm sure there are plenty of young people who consider, well, I'm thinking about going to college. I want to start my career and all that. And they see somebody like you. They say, well, when was it supposed to happen? Right? You have the worst character on here, girl. So people will say, why would I do that to myself? I'm better off, even according to the White House, to get a trade, to do something. I'm going to really get him. I'm going to say, oh, you getting that sisters. See, he always tries to mispronounce, just like Trump. He likes to mispronounce Kamala's name. This fool likes to say I'm on SSI, even though he knows that's not the truth. There's so many similarities, right? I can't stand him, and I can't stand Trump, and I can't stand this boy in the same kind of way. You better hope HUD don't investigate where are your children. You when you applied for this loan, you said you had you were engaged and you had 3 children you were going to raise, right? We're not just trying to raise egos over here. You lied on this application, just like when we discovered that you lied when you applied to be a college professor, right? You came on because you can't stop running your mouth, and it slipped out of your mouth that, oh, the reason why I was fired, it was not exclusively because of New Mexico. The reason I was fired because I lied on my application, and I said I was an ordained minister, and I went about teaching as if I had a degree. And that's why they fired me. So I'm asking you, Jay Wilson, if you would lie about that, when all you talk about is the degrees, if you would lie about that to the school, girl, doesn't that mean you would also lie to get the HUD loan? Hasn't everything been a scam? We saw you in Vegas. We saw you here. We saw that pathetic thing you call that pamphlet you call a book, girl. And you had the nerve to mention my writing. I mean, where do you get your nerve, Miss Thing? Anyway, people, I could go on forever. I'm burned out on Mexican food. What am I eat? I think I'm gonna give me some shrimp. Y'all have a wonderful night, and we'll come back. And thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. Later.